about a subject this morning that every time you hear this woman's name, or even the woman with the issue of blood, every time you hear that, we know automatically where the story goes, because everybody knows the woman with the issue of blood. And I guess one of the most important scriptures in the Bible, or one of the most important people in the Bible that we know more about, is probably the woman with the issue of blood, and we don't even know her name. I'm just wondering today why we're so fascinated with this woman with the issue of blood. I think we're fascinated because we do have issues. We too are bleeding. We do have problems. If you live long enough, you'll have a problem. If you're around enough people, you'll have pain. So, if you live long enough, you'll see death. If you live long enough, you'll hurt somebody will hurt you. If you live long enough, what you thought was measured to won't seem to get it. Live long enough, you'll be disappointed in life. Even in people, if you live long enough. If you live long enough, the people that's closer to you, they'll hurt you. Live long enough. Live long enough, somebody tell you something you don't want to hear. Disappointment is all around. You live long enough, you'll be stressed. You live long enough, somebody will fool you. You live long enough, somebody will take from you. The woman with the issue of blood. I want to talk this morning on the issue. The issue is in your mouth. The issue is in your mouth. Now, I'm not novice. I'm novice enough to know, not a novice enough to know that people's got a problem in here right now. Little folks got some serious problems. Folks in here got some problems right now that's more severe than you even think. Marriages can be separated to that point. Sickness unto death. Catastrophic events that could be ahead of you. To yourself. Don't even realize. This woman, the issue of blood, we know who she is. We don't know her name, but we know about her. Have you ever had something that so consumed you that you lost the identity of who you were? The issue that was suppressed you so much that you thought more of it than you even thought of yourself. And you got so tied up and so bound up in the issue that you lost your identity. Nothing else bothered you but this one issue. Could you say that the issue that troubled you so much could have become your God?
Oh, come on.
The Bible clearly says, thou shalt not have no other gods before me. Because see, the one that you praise the most is the one that you'll magnify the most. Now I know I ain't talking to nobody in here. I understand that it's to another church. This is for these guys who's watching YouTube. I understand that. But the issues are large. They're real. It's not that we don't have them. But we are so consumed and we lose sight of who we are. Because we're more consumed in the issue than we are the promise. Your problem will never be big as God's promise. Your problem will never be as big as God's promise. The solution may be within your very self. The solution may be the issue. The issue may be the solution. In other words, when you change the way you think about the issue, maybe it has to dry up.
Amen.
A woman's issue was in her mouth. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to read it in your Bible. And it's going to be proof that the woman's issue was in her mouth. For if you think about the issue so long, you get stressed out, and it becomes bigger than your identity, and you're so grossed in your problems. And that's all you know is your problem. She is truly the woman with an issue. She truly had a problem. Sometimes we pray, ask God, oh God, help me with my problem. Help me with the issue. Help me with my problem. Oh God, oh God, oh God. We are magnifying the very thing that's causing us the problem. Once we do that, we lose sight of who He is. Now we don't know how to pray because we're building our issues. Then you start talking more about your problem that you promise. You start to praise that problem and it begins to grow. This woman had an issue. 12 years. 12 long years. Not 6 months, not 2 months. Not an issue not being able to pay the house payment this month, and then next month comes, she paid half a payment, then all of a sudden in 2 months she called it. 12 long years. She had an issue. Let's read this story this morning. Mark chapter 5, verse 25. Notice it was a certain woman. A certain woman, she had an issue for 12 long years. You ever had something that just kept nagging at you? Nagging at you. Nagging at you. It started at your heel and felt like a little chihuahua. Pretty soon it would come a German shepherd to try to grab you and judge you. Oh, it didn't start off as a judge. Look, because that little issue couldn't reach that high. But now all of a sudden it becomes so big he wants to take you down and rip your throat out the kid. That's the way this woman had. And let's see what this woman, because she didn't get rid of her problem early, she lost everything later. This certain woman had this issue for 12 long years. She had suffered many things of many physicians and spent all that she had. It was nothing better, but actually, she grew worse. She heard of Jesus came in the press behind and she touched his clothes. Well, she said, if I can touch his clothes, touch the dirtiest thing about it. Touch the hem where the dust of the Palestinian cobblestones, and just touch the very bottom part of who He is. She done said in her mouth, if I can touch Him, my issue will be healed. Her problem was in her mouth. Her issue was in her mouth, and so was her problem. Because her issue was, she was bleeding. A woman's menstrual cycle. Back during the law of Moses, when a woman had, when she was bleeding, She had a menstrual cycle. She was unclean, and she had to stay in her house. And she couldn't touch anybody. And if she touched somebody, they too had to say unclean, unclean, unclean. She was ostracized. She was put off 12 years. Her husband couldn't touch her. Her children couldn't touch her. She lost all of her money. She lost her relationships because of a problem. I say to you this morning, if you don't get your problem solved, you'll lose everything you ever had.
Yes.
It's a terrible shame to lose your house. It's a terrible shame to lose your spouse. It's a terrible shame to lose your children and your grandchildren because of your problem. She had a serious problem, but a problem had been on her mouth all along. So we keep playing this game and think that, oh, everything else will get better. No, everything else is not going to get better. Because the law said she was unclean. Everything she touched was unclean. I say to you this morning, I present to you something simple this morning. Listen to my heart. If we don't get rid of our problems, everything we touch is going to be unclean. If we don't get rid of our problems, everything we touch will die. Our money will dry. The things that we work hard for together will leave. She had an issue. But she said within herself, if I but touch his clothes, I shall be whole. And when she touched, straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up right. And she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. I'm here to tell you today what's plaguing you. If you can just speak something different to plague you. I had an opportunity yesterday to go to someone's house and pray for them. They were on deathbed. The man was in a coma. He was in the living room, eyes rolled back, eyes but sick. I've seen it many times. Skin and bones. They had him rolled in the living room where they could sit and watch as the husband or his father died. I walked in that room, I sat down, I began to talk to the wife, I began to talk to the son. And all they could talk about out loud were Daddy could hear. Daddy died. The wife said, we've already carried his clothes to the funeral home. We've already made funeral arrangements. Right there in the living room. You hear that in the living room. Daddy was a good man. We told him when he dies to go see his grandson because he died a couple of months earlier and told him to tell him to go see him. Problems can become issues. Issues can become problems. We'll be honest with ourselves today. We'll truly be honest with ourselves and not be so prideful. We can find out a lot of things we've lost because of our pride, because of our issues. Sure, we would be far more better than we are today if we would have got rid of the issues a long time ago. Yes, sir. Oh, we can sing, we can dance, and we can play. We can read scripture. We can preach. We can stand behind a pulpit. We can preach with power and authority. Cast out devils. Heal the sick. But the issue lies within her own mind. Straightway, when she said out of her mouth, if I can touch him, there he is. And she touched him. The issue from within started drying up. But it didn't start within. It started with the mouth, because the Bible says, so is a man faith. So was he. She thought healing. She received healing with her thought. And when he came to town, he didn't pray. He prayed for everybody else. Then he had enough gall to say, who touched me? Peter said, Lord, look. Oh, come on. Amongst thousands here. Crowds pressing. People's running. People's crawling. People's all around. They're touching you. He said, no, this was a different touch. You know how she touched him? She touched him with her mouth. When you can start speaking what he's speaking, your issue won't be a problem any longer, because he has solved your problem within you. The greatest voice other than God's in the universe is yours.
Yes.
Let me say that one more time. The greatest voice other than God's is yours. You have the power to stop. You have the power to stop. It's funny that my shoulder don't never hurt until I think about it. Then when I think about it, the more I think about it, the more it seems to hurt. I told you about the little Tylenol incident. About a year ago, I had a split headache. A split headache. And that's what we tell you. I got a split headache. What's what did split your head? And I went to the cabinet to get a Tylenol, and I kept debating. I said, no, I ain't getting no Tylenol. I ain't getting no Tylenol. I ain't getting no Tylenol. I found myself doing the very opposite of what I said I wouldn't do. Because, see, pain has a way of causing you to do. Hurt has a way. Problems have a way of pushing you actually different than the route that you was going to go. I walked to the medicine cabinet and I walked to the witchcraft cabinet. So you won't help me, but I'll help myself. Come on. And I was going to block my headache, because it won't go fix my head. It was just going to block the pain. That's what Tylenol is. That's what your pain medicine is. I know ain't nobody in here on it, because we ain't on pain. Prescribed pain medicine. We've been taking it for years. Because we didn't fix the problem with our mouth, and it become an issue. And I took that Tylenol and got about right here. Right here, I just swallowed. Get about right here, around my Adam's eye. Right in here, just a little bit lower. And all of a sudden, my headache went away. And I heard something say, see? Because see, what you have to have faith for what you can't see.
Yes.
When I went to Africa, I saw those bush people in the bush, and they would come to some of the meetings, and they had to have faith for water. Faith for water. W-A-T-E-R. I don't have to have faith for water. All I got to do is go to the sea. I don't have to have faith for something that I have. I have to have faith for what I don't have. I don't know what it's like to have faith to get a glass of water. Amen. I've never in my entire life, in 53 years living, I've never in my entire life had to have faith for water. Yes. But over in Africa, these hidden jungles and stuff, where there is none, they have to have faith for it. You know what? I didn't have to have faith to brush my teeth this morning. I didn't even have to have faith to get up this morning. I didn't have to have faith to take a bath. Because I've always had toothbrush, toothpaste. Faith is a substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. This woman had seen a miracle. She hoped for a miracle. She tried 12 years to get a miracle.
Yes.
Went to all the doctors. The Bible says she grew even worse. Keep on going down there to the doctor. Probably what she thought. I'm going to keep going because I'm going to keep trying because I've got to get better and I don't know what the answer is. The answer was in her eyes didn't ever get nothing to do with him, man. She didn't already have. She had everything that she needed within her all along. Had a chance to go see a good friend of mine this past week, and I began to minister to her, and her whole life changed. Hadn't been out of bed for months. Now she's up, going, moving around, going out to eat, playing cards all night long. You know what? Guess what she said? She said, I've been thinking about what Alan said. Thinking, so is a man thinketh, so is he. So as a man thinketh, so is he. Most miracles don't require faith. Most miracles just require a different thought.
Yes.
I'm so troubled, Brother Mark, so many times. I see so many people in the same condition for years.
Yes.
That's the woman with the issue of blood. 12 years she was in this condition, and all she had to do was think different. That's all she had to do. She lost her husband because she didn't think different. She lost her children because she didn't think different. She lost all her finances because she didn't think different.
Amen.
She had to walk around life 12 years unclean. Every time somebody come near, she'd have to say, I'm unclean, I'm unclean, I'm unclean. Can you imagine being in a crowd and the crowd comes towards you? Because see, that's what problems do. Problems isolate you from people that can help you. And you get so engulfed in your problem and your situation that it becomes all about you.
Yes.
Now you've got another God.
Come on.
The Bible says, this is okay.
Yes.
The Bible says, thou shalt not have no other gods. No other gods. Praising your problem. Praising your problem. Telling everybody else about your problem.
Yes.
Like it's going to go away. And then you can't understand why everybody don't want to be around your problem. You cut your own self off. Long problems have a tendency to drain you. Long problems. I'm not talking about 6 months problems. I don't mind dealing with the devil from time to time, but the same old devil for 12 years, that's a problem. You know, we in the ministry, we as leaders, everybody thinks that we have, you know, we got the antidote for problems. Pastor Allen, you know, he's an overcomer. He ain't got no problems. You know, that's kryptonite around me too from time to time.
That's kryptonite.
I don't wear a cape all the time, just for 2 hours on Sunday. Boots on Sunday night. Long problems, drains life out of you. Drains life out of people that surround you. I think a lot of times we build friends just to give them our problems. We find people with the like problems that we share our problems with. We got problems in our marriage, so we share with other problems with people that's been married 2 and 3 and 4 times. Right, they will help solve our problems. Financial, money problems that we deal with folks that ain't got nothing. They done lost everything, and we want to give them our problem. Because birds of a feather seem to walk together. Birds of a feather fly together. We find people with life similar. We share. We build building blocks. It's going nowhere. No foundation. When the winds come and the rains come, it's going to wash. But it won't build solid. 12 years this woman was unsolid. 12 years this woman was unholy. 12 years this woman had to say, unclean. Unclean. Don't come close to me. If you touch me, you'll have to say, see, it's amazing how when people get close to us, they got our problem. Why? When I first met them, they weren't like they are now. They had it going on. Right. Yeah. Watch it all dwindle away. Because now your problem can become their problem. It is contagious. It's an epidemic. It's a disease epidemic. Dis-ease epidemic. Had everybody around you. They used to smile. When you showed up, you started giving them their problems, they no longer smile because they're carrying something you can't carry. I'm preaching better than you shout, sir. Jesus said, learn of me and take my yoke. It's easy. My burden is light. Learn of me. I have no problems. But I can take your problems. And if you begin to speak, being the second greatest voice in the universe, as I speak, you'll be a problem solver. Things that you're going through really ain't as big as they are. You made them that big. You created them to be that big. Because you was around other people that gave you advice to help build your problem. Come on. Doctor said I got 2 months and I got a mass all over me. And you call somebody up for prayer. It ain't prayer. It's to call them so you can cry about your problem. And then the first thing they would have, well, you know, Aunt Betsy, she had that same problem. Uncle Harvey, he died of cancer. Your grandma had cancer. Yep. They had to remove her breast. Yep. The first thing you do is, oh, my. The problem begins to grow now. Begins to magnify, begins to get larger. Because we're hanging out with problem people instead of problem solvers.
Yes.
Answers to problems. Sheba would go 1,500 miles to find a man called Solomon in Israel to set in. The Bible says when she walked in, she fell out. She was in awe and all of he had built and his wisdom and his understanding. And he began to minister to her, and she just fell out. She said she didn't give a half of it. She couldn't even stay up. Ooh, have you been around somebody so long that they got so much off you, you just pass out? Oh, it's just more than I can imagine. Telling you something. Telling you something. It's going to change your life. This is what's going to change your life. You are. I can't change your life and you can't change mine. Uncle Nellie, Uncle Billy, Aunt Susie, they can't change your life. Only you can. The children couldn't hug her. Her husband couldn't love her. But she had a problem. You want to know why divorce is so rampant? Because people don't never solve their problems. People get disgruntled and cold after a while. Because you run around all the time sick and all the time got a problem. Sickness is a disease. Spreads like wildfire. Anger and malice and strife is a disease. Jealousy is a disease. It eats your life. There's cures for different types of sickness and diseases. But There's no cure for black heart. Except Jesus.
Yes, sir.
His heart has been hurt so much. What caused this woman to have an issue of blood? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what triggered it, but I assure you, in everybody's life, something caused something. Because there's a chain of effect. There's an action and a reaction to everything. Something caused.
Yes.
Why are you so hurt? Why are you so damaged? UPS man can't come back and get you. You know, it's amazing to me. You buy a business vacuum cleaner or your vacuum cleaner. What's that vacuum cleaner we got here? Anybody like? Who? Oregon. You buy a Oregon vacuum cleaner and Sears sells it. You go to Sears and buy a Oregon vacuum cleaner. If it breaks down, you don't care about the Sears because he's not the manufacturer. He just sold you. So many times we just go to the people that sold us a product instead of the manufacturer. You got to be sent back to Jesus. If you want to made you.
Yes.
Not the potter had power over the clay. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of plague. What's plaguing you? What's plaguing you? Everybody knows it's a plague. It doesn't act the same. It doesn't look the same. It's plaguing. Why, when people come around, you want to go the other way. It's plaguing. You know, the other day, Joshua was helping me, and he had Bear, and Bear looked like it was hot. And he said, "What you got, Bear? What you got? What you got in your foot?" And he pointed up, and he had a splinter in his foot. It's causing you to walk with a limp. It's hurting you. You got to get that out. It's hurting you. Because eventually it's going to hurt everybody.
Yes.
Disease will come on everybody.
Yep.
Amen.
What's your plague? What's your fountain? Straightway her fountain of her blood was dried up. What's your fountain? Jesus immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about into the press and said, "Who touched my clothes?" All the other writers said, "Who touched me?" But now Mark said, "Who touched my clothes?" Why was clothes so important? Because the woman done spoke out of her mouth, "If I could just touch his clothes."
Yes.
Because he knew
Yes.
that the touch was out of the mouth that's already been said. So faith was already activated before he ever come to Jesus. And when she came to Jesus, all she had to do was do what she said.
Yep.
She was made whole.
Yes.
Somebody say, do what you say.
Do what you say.
Say what you do. That's what he said. His disciples said to him, "Lord, come on. Come on, really? You asked, can anybody touch you?" No, this was different. Who touched my clothes? They didn't want to touch me. There's a lot of people brushed me, but there's one person just touched my clothes and didn't touch me. Because she already said, if I could just touch his clothes, all she had to say, if I could just touch the rock and he stood on, I'll be all right. Those disciples, questions, who was it? I don't know. If I was one disciple, I'd say, "You're God? Don't you know?" We don't know who touched it. He knew. This was not a rebuke to the woman. This was a rebuke to the disciple. Because this woman was not a follower. Jesus is trying to stretch out of them what's in them. Say that death and life is in the power of the tongue. Those who love it will eat the fruit thereof. Jesus is trying to tell those guys, this woman said before. That's why it's in Scripture. Because she already made up in her mind, and out of her heart was the abundance of life, and she spoke, if I touch it, I'll be made whole. He could have took his clothes off, washed his clothes, put another set on. And all she had to do was just touch his clothes. Because she went after him. She did not realize that she set up the miracle within herself.
Yes.
The miracle was within her.
Yes.
The healing is within you. He's already healed you.
Yes.
Come on, somebody. We're asking God to do things He's already done. We ought to start praising Him and magnifying what He's already done instead of looking at our problems and look at His promise. By His stripes we are healed. He sent His word, healed us of all. How much? All our destruction
And all our
and all our diseases. So what you going to do today? You going to go home with the same issue? I don't need faith for water. Never have. I need faith for the things that's unseen. Because faith is a substance of things hoped for, but the evidence of things not yet seen. I need faith that my grandson's going to come out. Somebody said, how's Asher doing? I said, he's with his mom. He's hanging out. Miss Carolyn asked me this morning. I heard Joshua say, I said, how's my boy doing? He's with his mom. He's hanging out with him. See, I need faith. That boy's going to come out. I hadn't seen that yet. My faith, not for water. We can never, it's no use to pray for things that we're able to perform. If you can perform them, you don't need the faith for them. Lord, help me have the faith for my marriage. No. Why do you have to have faith for your marriage for? You're able to perform that.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Amen.
Help me have faith to build a relationship with my children. You have faith for that. You're the father. You're the mother.
Yes.
Help me have faith to make money. You got energy?
You got some legs,
Yes.
arms, and a brain. Yeah.
You got some arms, legs?
Yes,
You
yes.
got a mind?
Yes, sir.
You don't need faith for that. Didn't you go to school?
Yes, yes.
Write your name?
Yes, sir.
Faith is a substance. There's something happened to this woman. Close. There's this woman. The only way she got a miracle was when she hit rock bottom. It's a terrible shame to hit rock bottom and lose it all. She lost it all. All her money was gone. Her family was gone. She had to stay in the camp with other unclean. She couldn't stay in her own house. 12 years. It's going to take you to lose your whole family, everything about you, to hit rock bottom. You know what it's going to take? Well, I'll show you when you hit rock bottom, then you're going to have faith in something.
Yes. Amen.
Yes, sir.
I've got 3 people in here with me today. Anybody else with me? But I've got news on the horizon. If you have hit rock bottom in your life, there's a miracle on the horizon.
Come
Yes, sir.
on.
Yes. Now, I don't know if anybody's in here has ever hit rock bottom. But there's a miracle on your horizon.
Amen.
Come on.
God is for those who hit rock bottom.
Come on.
God ain't for those who out walking the streets and don't need Him.
Come on.
It's those who hit rock bottom.
Yes, yes, yes.
Come on, somebody.
Come
And
on.
I don't know about you this morning, but I have hit rock bottom. And so I'm in line for miracles.
Yes.
I'm in line for His grace. I'm in line for His mercy.
Yes,
Come on,
yes.
somebody. I'm in line for God's love. I'm in line for God's promise. Because I hit something that I couldn't go no farther.
Come on.
Put it there. I wrote.
If you've got a problem that's bigger than His promise, you can't be healed. But I'm here to tell you today that God's promise is bigger than all our problems
Yes, sir.
put together. And I hear Him say this in closing. You've got a problem. I got a promise.
Yes, sir.
I sent my word and healed you. The word was made flesh and it dwells within you. You are problem solver. The prophet said, is there anything too hard for God? If you think there is, you don't know my God.
Amen.
So I ask you today, what will you do? What will you do with your problem? What will you do with it? I stand before you today in the anointing of God to say that there's some who lose it all. They'll lose it all. Lose it all. With the problem. It's the promise of God. The rest of your life, you try to get back what you had all along.
Yes.
There's some things you will never get back. There's some things you'll never get back. And there are people on planet Earth today that's so miserable
Yes.
because they lost it all. They'll never get it back. What are you going to do? Start speaking different.
Yes.
She spoke different. It changed everything. Or she could have stayed where she was. Then we could have read 12 more years later. There was a woman who had an issue of blood for 24 years. 36 years. 48 years. 60 years. Why would we even think about another day with the same problem? I think we need to address the problem. Look how much life is already taken from you. See, only you know what it's taken from you. You don't have to tell anybody. You can see it on you. Your life is example of what's been taken. But we're going to take it from others because it was taken from us. That child that was born to that woman He didn't grow up knowing that mama was unclean. He didn't have nothing to do with it. That husband didn't have nothing to do with this situation. The issue was within the woman. She had the issue. But that issue cost everybody. We could have heard that there was a woman who had an issue of blood for 1 year or 6 months. She carried her issue around because it became one with her. You hang out with a problem long enough, it'll become one with you. You want to know the difference, you'll think that it's you.
Yeah, true that.
Everybody around you died and suffered. Break forth. Break forth. Come out. Be that bud that God has called. Bloom in people's lives. Bring that joy back. Start loving people again. Let people see who you used to be. Is this okay? Is this a good message to me?
Yes.
Because you isolate yourself. She was isolated. Now I'm closing right here. If I was the devil, this is what I would do. God spoke everything into existence, and all of a sudden, He looked down at the earth. He said, I'm going to touch man. So I'm going to make man in my image. And He touched man. Created the man. Breathed in the man's nostrils. Man become a living soul. God's always touching and breathing. Touching and breathing. That's who God is. The day of Pentecost, He touched and He breathed on it. Then He looked at man and said, it's not good for man to be all alone, because man has to have a touch, because the Creator created the creation out of touch. So He has to have a person that He can touch. See, our problems will keep us from touching. You want to know the biggest problem in divorce? It's the touch. You know where it came from? He called it a problem. Am I preaching okay? Well, I don't want to touch my husband. I don't want to touch my wife. Let Him breathe on you. Let Him breathe on you. He wants to isolate you and get you off by yourself, because it's not good for man to be alone. So if I can keep you away from your husband and your wife, and keep you away from your children, and keep you away from people, I can't breathe on you, because I can't touch you. Satan's always wanting to get you off by yourself.
Isolate.
So he can isolate you, so you can see you as you want to see you, instead of as you really are. Because you can't heal or get healed until you see you as others see you. Oh, come on, somebody. And there ain't no touching, and there ain't no breathing. There ain't no breathing, there's no healing. It's time for you to come back. It's time for you to come back. You know, I say it all the time, but there's a song that we used to sing in the choir years ago. And we know the song. Jesus is calling, tenderly calls you home. He's called you back. in a place He created. Call it home. So He can touch you. Breathe. Let Him touch you this morning. Let Him breathe on you this morning. Because if you don't, you're going to lose it all. You're going to lose it all. Ask some folks who lost it. See if they're not even tormented even today. Ask those who've had divorces. That's the road to heaven. See how that fares with them. Ask those who are broken between their siblings and their children. See how that fares for you. I got a grandson fixing to be born. He would kill me if my son and daughter told me I couldn't be around because of the way I was.
Yes, sir.
Daddy, I don't want you around my son because you got problems. Help kill.
Yes, sir.
I need to get touched before he's born.
Yes.
Come on, somebody. Is this okay?
Yes.
You got children right now. Listen to me. You got children right now. You need to go home and touch them. If they've got food. There's some of you in here right now who've got siblings. And mamas and daddies. That you need to touch and let God breathe on you. It's time to forgive. It's time to get healed of the issues. God wants us a strong church.
Yes, sir.
God wants His church without number and the strength that ain't no devil in hell can penetrate. But we got to get touched and healed. It starts within you. You're the makeup of who God is. You are God's makeup. It's time to get touched and healed.